In the golden glow of evening, the wise sage Yagnavalkya prepared to leave his home. He had spent years in deep contemplation, unraveling the mysteries of existence. Now he was ready to walk the path of renunciation. But before departing, he called his two wives, Katyayani and Maitreyi, to divide his wealth. Katyayani accepted her portion in silence, but Maitreyi, the one who always sought truth beyond earthly comforts, had questions in her heart. Lord, she asked, if I had the entire world's riches, would it bring me immortality? Yagnavalkya looked at her, his eyes filled with deep wisdom. No, he replied, wealth may bring comfort, but it cannot lead to immortality. Maitreyi sat still, absorbing his words. If wealth could not bring everlasting fulfillment, then what could? And so began one of the most profound conversations in history, a dialogue where knowledge became the greatest inheritance. Then what will? Maitreyi asked. What alone can bring eternal truth? Yagnavalkya smiled, knowing she was ready. It is not gold, not land, not any position that brings fulfillment. He said, it is only through knowing the self, Atman, that one attains immortality. Everything in life, relationships, possessions, even emotions, fade with time, but the self, it remains untouched by change. Nothing is dearer than the self because everything is loved only in connection to it. Maitreyi listened, her heart stirring with realization. You say the self is dearer than everything else, she said. What does that mean? Yagnavalkya looked at her with deep kindness. Tell me, Maitreyi, why does a person love their spouse? She thought about it. Was love only for the other person or for the joy, the connection, the sense of contemplation it brought? Why does a parent love their child? He continued. Why do we treasure the things we have? Maitreyi understood. It is not the object that we love, it is the experience, the self that feels love, that is truly precious. One does not love their spouse for their sake, but for the sake of the self. Every love, every joy, every attachment exists because the self experiences it. And if one realizes the self, they realize the source of all fulfillment. Maitreyi sat in silent thought. She had asked about wealth, but now she understood. There was no greater treasure than the knowledge of the self. Tell me, Yagnavalkya, she asked, how does one realize this truth? But Yagnavalkya knew that words could only point the way. The journey was one of personal discovery, of deep contemplation. And so he spoke his final wisdom before leaving for the forests. This knowledge cannot be taught, it must be realized within. Just as one does not need a lamp to see the sun, so once the self is known, no external light is needed. Maitreyi sat still, absorbing the truth. That day she did not receive wealth, but she received something greater. She received immortality through knowledge.